Hey, yo, it's your boy David C back with another video, and today's a very special day because today I'm going to be reacting to basically a predator, this is all for educational purposes, so if you're getting triggered by any of this stuff, then just maybe go watch one of my other videos. Also, before we hop into this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that great stuff, because YouTube, as I said, if you see my other videos, has been taking down my stuff, has been striking my stuff. I have 2 strikes. If I get one more strike, y'all, I'm gone. I'm dead. I'm done. Let's try and not let that happen, okay? If you want me to make any more videos, or if there's any other videos you want me to do, just tell me that in the comments and I'll be looking at them, because, I haven't had many ideas lately, so, your boy needs some ideas. So, I'm somebody who loves to watch the To Catch a Predator show. They've been bringing it back lately, but there's this new thing I stumbled across, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to react to this. I'm gonna have to watch this with y'all. It's basically some guy who, got exposed. Apparently I heard about this. This is, crazy. He had, this man was going buck wild. There's a lot of girl victims, and he basically gave himself up. I don't want to give it away. I was kind of told a little bit about it. I told him, hey, yo, don't give away this whole thing. I'm gonna react to it myself. But apparently the story's crazy, so I'm gonna watch it with y'all. Hopefully this is entertaining. Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully, you remember, this is all for educational purposes. If I make a joke from here and there, don't take it offensively, okay? I'm not gonna make any weird jokes. I'm probably gonna be throwing jokes at him. I don't know if you would get offended by that, but I don't know who watches my videos, so let's hop into this though. Let's go.
I have never seen a more despicable set of facts.
I forgot to mention, y'all, this is about a cop too. He's a cop. I forgot to mention that.
I've seen in this case.
These were the remarks of the judge who presided over the case of Jalen Fleer, a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy. The 27-year-old was clean as a whistle in his day-to-day routine, but a private investigation caught up to him, leading to an interrogation that led to a search, which then led to a reveal of over 20 felony charges.
You see, that's what I heard about. They said it right in the beginning, 20. Bro, what did this man do?
In this video, we'll take you through the interrogation that finally put this monster behind bars. Special thanks to 5-0 Patrol for sharing the original interrogation clip. Jalen Fleer was a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy who once starred for Santana High School in baseball and football.
Is that who?
He is married and was expecting a baby at the time, but instead came the San Diego County Crime Stopper,
Was that his wife?
deputy who once starred for Santana High School in baseball and football. He is married and...
This man left her so he could be with some 13-year-olds or 12-year-olds or whatever-year-olds. Hopefully it's not anyone younger than that.
was expecting a baby at the time, but instead came the San Diego County Crime Stoppers who received tips regarding the sheriff's quote-unquote lewd behavior. Their 2-month-long investigation led to a lot of evidence that needed answers. This is how the interrogation went down.
The story with us, of course, in regards to the report that we're investigating. You're not under arrest and you are not being detained. Do you understand?
Because the interrogator is acting upon tips from a non-profit organization.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was Kamala Harris for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, what in the world? She's interrogating him now? She went from being the vice president to interrogating this man? Okay. Yo, it's late right now, okay? I just watched your video about being racist. I think I need to go and watch that again because apparently I'm racist too. Okay, but let's hop in.
She has to set the disclaimer that this interrogation is voluntary and that he can leave whenever he wants to. He can even choose to not answer any important questions and can request a lawyer anytime he wants.
I don't think that's gonna happen though. This video is 22 minutes long. This man's about to sit there and he's about to answer all these questions like some idiot. I'm not a predator, but if I were and this happened to me, yo, I would leave immediately if I was not being detained. But this man, he obviously doesn't have much sense because he's talking to all these little kids,
But the interrogator has such a simple and open communication with Jalen that he looks at this interrogation like a conversation.
Idiot.
Later on, he starts to open up about himself.
Football, baseball, went to Grossmont College for a little bit, baseball there. I got a job here. Worked at the sporting goods before this, so this is my second job. So I worked in this department for coming up about 5 years now.
So baseball seemed pretty important to you back in high school. What position?
Pitcher.
How's your arm holding up?
I mean, soreness every once in a while, but I haven't thrown it for a while. So.
Yeah, no, it still kills me. I played softball.
Oh, that's
So I was, third, short, center, and pitcher.
You're in San Diego?
Yeah, down Hilltop, Indian Valley.
Well, it's gotta sound like she's flirting with him. Okay. She's like, I hope these charges aren't real. She said, I may want to take you out town, for a little bit. She said, you free on Sunday night? Okay.
And have you always worked corrections?
Yeah, I attempt to go out to the patrol, which is the academy. Things didn't work out there, so yeah, I can't.
Loser.
Did you have fun at the academy while you were
Oh
there?
yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. I mean, camaraderie and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Married? How many kids?
Oh yeah, married. Recently got married this last year in September. We have a kid due on the way in August.
Oh, okay. Boy, girl?
Boy.
Very nice. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Were you, like, hoping for
Oh
a
no,
girl?
I said looking forward to
Oh,
it.
looking forward. I thought you said unfortunately.
No,
I'm like,
no.
Bro, it sounded like he said unfortunately. What, you just switched up? I thought he just said unfortunately. And then she asked, unfortunately? He said, yeah. But then he said he's looking forward to it? Okay.
Excited. Yeah.
Okay, that's
I already don't like
and
to
your wife,
spit now.
how long have you known her?
Actually preschool. Yeah, we met in preschool, went separate ways.
That's why he liked his wife. He liked her better when she was in preschool. He doesn't like the way how she looks right now. He liked her better when she was in preschool, though.
Met her back in high school. Things like I was trying to date her, but she was playing it hard to get. College came around, tried to get in, and actually ran into her in PD like about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, we reconnected then. Got married, got family, bought a house.
And I hear your schedule recently changed. How do you feel about the schedule change?
Yeah. 12 and a half in a row. Kills you. 7 off is nice, but it flies by, so.
Yeah, and then the 7 drag once you're here. So at least you're on your last day today, right?
This entire discussion is important because it will create a pattern of events that could lead to a bigger crime. First, she establishes the background. And now she moves on to the place where the crime happened, social media.
So, how about social media? Are you active on social media at all?
Facebook and Instagram. Had Snapchat back in the day, got rid of that with my wife. Got caught in the cabin with her and some stuff. But,
Can you tell me about that, or?
I mean, it was with another recruitment cabin, but
Okay. So you're
Bruh.
communicating with another recruit.
I was back in. I stopped. Everything got cut off. Got rid of. I mean, I didn't delete the Snapchat. I just got deleted the app. So I haven't used it for like a year and a half now.
Okay. So on Facebook, just because I like to jot down everybody's social media when I can, what's your Facebook login? Like your username?
Just like Jalen Flair.
It's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you said Instagram? Is that
Instagram,
right?
yeah.
Okay. What's your Instagram username? And then you said you got rid of Snapchat, but when you did have it, what was it?
Just Jalen Flair.
I don't feel like it's just Jalen Flair. It's kind of like Jalen Fear, 1, 2, 3. I'm the coolest dad you'll ever see, something like that, bro.
And that you had there, and has that?
Bro doesn't seem like someone who just has some basic thing. He seems like he's gonna have to have some corny thing like assign it to, like, nah. He just seems corny. Something about him just screams corny.
That account since been deleted, or just deactivated?
Just delete the app. I think it's still there.
Okay. And I know when it comes to Facebook, you connect it to an email address. Do you know what email address is connected to it? And then your Instagram account, what, same email?
I think so.
Okay. And I know sometimes with Snapchat, they'll have you either sign up with a phone number or an email.
I believe it's my phone number.
Okay, very cool. So,
By knowing his social accounts, the interrogator is trying to
Don't tell me he sent that picture to anybody. Don't tell me he sent that picture to anybody. If he sent that picture to anybody, they will have him blocked. No, he should just get arrested for that picture alone. That should be 10 years added onto there just for seeing that picture.
Jalen's social accounts with the anonymous tips
Bruh.
so that a connection can be verified.
Bro, it looks like an off-brand Machine Gun Kelly.
By now, Jalen is too open with his social accounts, and it took him this long to ask the obvious question.
I don't know, do you have any questions for me before we kind of...
I will ask what this is about.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're kind of, it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there. We did receive a picture that, you know, when we looked into it, it looks similar to you, so I don't know if you can take a look at the picture and just tell me if you've seen this picture before. Oh, I have like 15 million things here. Okay. So this picture right here.
Yeah, that's definitely me. The gross one.
Okay. So this picture right here, how old were you when it was taken?
20.
20?
Bro is literally a cop himself. He can't tell like what's going on right now. Like he can't tell he should just leave and stop answering questions. Like, how much of an idiot are you? I know he's a corrections officer, but like I ain't even an officer. But I know more than this person.
Have you ever used this picture on any social media site?
I think it was Snapchat back in the day, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever shared this picture with anybody on Snapchat?
Yeah, probably with my wife, to be honest. I mean, obviously I talked to other girls back in the day too, but I can't remember.
Okay. If you had to guesstimate how many times you may have shared the photo, how many?
That one, maybe just a couple times, once or twice.
Okay. So definitely to your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've used
You
that
said
photo
that to his wife? That should have been an automatic nope. She should have divorced him for
wife,
that.
and you were about 20 years old in the photo. You did share it on Snapchat, and then maybe some other girl you were talking to?
I mean, yeah, this was a long time ago, so I don't really remember who it was.
Yeah.
Have you ever posted it as like your profile photo or
No, that one.
ever posted on Instagram? Oh, I forgot to ask you, are your accounts, is your Instagram and your...
Bruh. Should have said yes. I posted that on my Instagram. Or, now they're gonna know you intentionally sent it, you idiot. Oh, bro. How can you be that dumb?
Facebook, are they private? To add somebody.
Yeah, I believe I had that. Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just...
request a friend.
Yeah, it can't just be anyone. So that one's at least a little bit better, where it's like you have to actively search for somebody, right? You in the photo, and is that a gross font? Is that gross font?
Yeah, it's
Emma?
gross font.
Okay, cool.
This picture here was the first piece of evidence. The interrogator wanted to know how the quote-unquote anonymous tip could get a hold of a selfie like that. You can't download pictures of each other on Snapchat unless you actually send them.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
never uploaded on Facebook and Instagram, so this means that he intentionally
That's what I just
sent this
said.
picture to someone who...
This person figured it out. I figured it out. But this idiot right here could not figure that out. How much of an idiot are you, bro? This is the dumbest dude I've ever met.
A quote-unquote
I've ever seen.
young female on Snapchat, based on Jalen's facial expression, sent this picture to someone who is, according to the interrogator, a quote-unquote young female on Snapchat. Based on Jalen's facial expressions, you can tell that he's now realizing where this is going.
Your schedule. I know that you work every 7 days on and 7 days off. What is your wife's schedule?
She's every Friday, Saturday off. Day shift, so typical 9 to 5.
Okay, so she works 9 to 5 and you work like the complete opposite schedule.
Depends, every 3 months we rotate days and nights.
Okay. And how long have you been on nights now?
Nights now, probably, I do over a month now. Can I ask, is this something I should have lawyers on?
So right now, and I'll
Bro, it
go
took you like
through
10 minutes.
You know, we're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat, and potentially some material might have been shared.
Okay.
Some photos, some images, stuff like that. So we, of course, want to be able to hear what happened from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked
that.
The interrogator now learns his schedule, which will help her fit the pattern of the investigation. He once again jumps in to ask if this is something that he should have his lawyers on. Once again, the interrogator's response puts him at ease that he's not being treated as a criminal, and they're only investigating allegations. The first time she
You're
mentioned
probably gonna get all their answers from this thing that he doesn't even really have to be there because he's an idiot.
the quote-unquote young female on Snapchat, he didn't respond much. But this time, he gave an answer that led to the revelation of his Tinder profile.
And from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked to, I mean, it was about my age.
Okay. So who have you talked to?
My wife. I mean, this was back then when I had Tinder.
He describes that the only use of Tinder was when he met an ex-girlfriend. They dated for 3 years, and then he got married to his wife, who he had known since preschool. Now, in case you're wondering why we haven't displayed the second picture, it's because it's a nude picture.
Right.
He recalls that the only person who had access to this picture was his ex's Tinder account and his current wife. His wife is loyal enough to not leak it, and even though he had a bad breakup, his ex would not leak that picture. You can...
This dude is so stupid. So obviously, you're basically telling him, yeah, I didn't send it to them too, because they definitely wouldn't send it out. But, maybe that little girl, I sent it to, she would have sent that out.
Hell, he's denying to share the real source of this picture because deep down he's well aware of...
Bro, no way they put a little girl right there. No way they put a little girl.
So, I met girls on Tinder and stuff back in the day. Yeah, some save stuff, but I don't know who would save a picture like that. Not that one.
And there's nothing wrong with this photo, right? It's just
No,
you.
I agree. I don't know how
She said there's nothing wrong with that photo. I'm telling you, this girl wants a piece of his meat. Okay, sorry.
the other person,
There were also some
Bro's
conversations
looking
that were
guilty.
exchanged between you and this person.
me.
Yes, you.
Not on Snapchat.
No,
Not recently.
not recently.
He not only continues to deny sending this picture, but also sending this picture to a younger person, quote-unquote, recently. The word recently implies that he may have sent it to someone a long while back who he's not trying to disclose.
Now, you said all of your social media accounts are private, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're a law enforcement officer, so I know that you've also taken the time to make your plates confidential.
I mean, back in the day, I don't think my current
I mean, obviously, I ran your plates. So you're still driving the Ford Fusion,
Yeah,
and is it black or gray?
it's great.
Okay. And you got tinted windows on it still?
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to the photo, I really want to understand why this person would be in possession of the photo. But the only one who could really help me with that is you.
Okay. I can tell you that.
Well, along with the photo came some additional information about your personal life.
Okay.
And based on some of the information you shared with me today, it seems to add up.
Okay.
You see, I'm telling
So
you,
is there-
this person is going to get himself arrested literally that day for being in an interrogation, that he didn't even have to be a part of. Like, how much of a dummy do you gotta be?
reason why the person would say their view and share your information.
Sounds like it'd be someone that knows me, man, obviously. I don't know who, I don't have any enemies that would be doing something like that. Can I ask what information was shared? What did they know?
We know that you're a baseball player.
Yeah.
He wants to know what information.
Yeah. So that information is kind of shared. Your work schedule.
It's been 5 years I've been working.
Specifically the transition to 7 days on, 7 days off.
And he just admitted it to himself. She's good.
I haven't shared anything like that recently.
I'm telling you, this dude is about to get himself.
I can tell you that.
So let's take it back a little bit.
The reason why the interrogator used the word recently is because the sender knew his current work schedule, something that was enforced just a few months before this interrogation.
You see?
Now the information's not adding up, and it's clearly implicating Jalen.
It's not going to his
Now
face.
we have a username, J178211. 17 is the college jersey number.
I told you it was not going to just be Jalen Fleer. It was going to have to be something weird and corny like this.
82 was the high school jersey number, and 2011 was the graduation year.
See?
Now, he claims to have, quote-unquote, never heard of this account, but it suggests that this account sent the nude pictures.
That's so stupid.
Things are not looking good for him.
Shared any images of your penis with anyone?
Yeah,
And how many times would you say you've done it?
a lot.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit more to me?
I mean, my wife, my ex-girlfriend, back in the day, Tinder and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know what Tinder is. High school. Junior high, yeah.
Did you ever share any videos of you having sex with anyone?
Anyone? No, I've always had personal videos of me and my wife, obviously. And my ex, actually, I don't know, but
What does your ex look like?
just walking.
So you've never shared any videos?
No, I haven't.
Just still shots. So, when it comes to the Crime Stopper that we're investigating and the Snapchat account, and of course your phone number and everything in connection with it, and some of the combinations of numbers and everything there, you can understand why obviously we have a growing concern. And of course your picture is attached to it, right? Which is even more like either someone's...
Can I ask what you said you got new ones too?
There were images that were shared, yes, that...
I'm sure you got them. Can I ask to see what they are?
Bro wants to see.
Yeah, so I can get an idea.
You know what they are, bro.
So, I don't actually have a clear shot of one. Yeah, so I did not
Okay, I understand.
print out those
I would talk to a
pictures.
lawyer because I'm uncomfortable with this. This is weird.
Finally get your
Of course,
lawyer
like,
after like 18 minutes.
You definitely have the ability to do that, and of course, you know, this is completely voluntary. And so,
I just don't want to get caught up on something. I'm working so I don't want to get caught up on something.
I fully understand. Yeah. So, you can, yes, 100% elect not to speak with us. You are not under arrest at this time.
Yeah, I understand.
Obviously, given the fact that we're here and the fact that we're speaking to you, I know that your bosses are going to want to speak with you afterwards. Yeah.
In this part, the interrogator has confirmed some details which are vital to the investigation. It was only after the discussion of the nudes that he finally decided to not share further.
Yep.
But another interrogator in the room, who was just observing, entered to ask 3 questions of her own.
I have a couple of questions that you don't want to answer, or can I ask you the questions? Because you can choose to answer or not answer. So if I ask you a question and you're like, I don't want to answer that, you can tell me that. One of my questions was, I think I missed it, but when was the last time that you had Snapchat? Because I know you said you deleted it, but I didn't hear when you deleted it.
I just deleted the app. I deleted that when I was in the academy.
In the academy. When did you go to the academy?
It's like a little over a year ago.
A year ago,
Yes.
so in 2019?
Yeah, right at the beginning of January.
Okay. And then, what years did you go to college at Grossmont?
2011 to about 2013, 14.
And then, I just want to make sure that we all understand each other. When my partner says a younger female, you
Yeah.
understand that we mean someone under the age of 18?
Yeah, that's obviously why you're here.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I'll be younger sister, yeah, she's 19, 20, 27.
Oh, okay. And then my last question was, she was asking me about the house and the decorations of your house. In any of your rooms in your house, do you have that new look where they have like the barn door, outer rail type thing? It's like a country, I don't know what you would call it. I see it a lot on like those DIY shows.
Yes.
Do you have those in
I
your
do have
house? Okay.
Here's what the 3 questions were confirming. Firstly, he deleted the app, not the account, so chances are that he could reinstall, use, and later delete it to look clean to his wife.
Yep.
After all, their schedules don't match, so he might reinstall it when she's not around. Secondly, the college years were confirmed just to set a timeline of activities. And the 3rd question was just a clarification in case he later ends up denying what they meant. After these 3 questions, he chose to have a lawyer present and denied answering any more questions. By law, he was free to leave, but that was after he turned over everything to Johnny Law.
With the next step, however, I'm going to go ahead and pull some documents here for you. So there are a few steps that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you are not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting on behalf of the court moving forward. Okay. So I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant that was granted this afternoon by a judge. The warrant does allow us to grab some DNA swabs from you, as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or potentially in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have them.
Is it inside your locker?
It's on my
Bro's heart just dropped. Yo, that was OD. That's OD.
Okay. So if you want to go ahead and hand it to us, we definitely don't need to go in and grab it from you. But the search warrant does require that we take it from you. Okay. Additionally, it does allow us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Is your vehicle parked here?
It's parked a few blocks away.
Do you remember exactly where you
It's over across from Cat's Pizza over there.
Cap's Pizza?
Yeah.
And is it like in a parking
It's in a parking lot.
Okay. Is it like one of those paid parking lots?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cap's Pizza. Put the note in that. So the warrant does allow for us to also process your vehicle.
You guys are gonna take my vehicle?
No, we're going to process it here. After that, we will also have access to your locker. Are your vehicle keys inside your locker?
My vehicle keys are in my vehicle right now.
They're in your vehicle?
Yeah.
So you have a code?
I don't know.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that code with us?
I will have a lawyer say something to that.
Well, the warrant allows for us to have access to your vehicle.
Bruh.
Yeah, so you can break me. Yeah. That's fine.
Bro really thought he could get out. He said, can I have a lawyer? Nah.
I'll jot it down. Thank you.
I don't even know the number. I know the
Now he's realized that
He
there's
doesn't know
no
the
turning
number.
back, as the so-called anonymous tips turned into an investigation and finally turned into a search warrant for everything he owns. Literally everything. The officer was later put on desk duty for a couple of weeks until the investigation went its course. His DNA swabs and everything were collected, and then in came the shocking revelations. In the court case of People versus Fleer, there were 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14, but prosecutors allege Fleer to have contacted more than 40 who described themselves as minors. The prosecutors read graphic letters of his encounters in the court.
40, yo. This dude is crazy.
He even engaged in sex acts with a 14-year-old girl and contacted numerous other underage girls over social media with the aim of meeting up for sex. Count 6 said on or about April 8th that Fleer unlawfully participated in an act of oral copulation with a person under the age of 16. And counts 7 and 8 said Fleer lewdly committed a lascivious act upon the body of a child 14 or 15 years of age.
What in the...
Jalen Fleer pled guilty to 20 felony and misdemeanor
20.
charges and was sentenced to 10 to 12 years in state prison with no
Bro
probation.
should have like 80.
And he will have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
W.
What started as an investigation in 2021 led to the arrest of this madman in 2021.
Because he decided to sit there and answer all
At the
the...
same time, we have to commend the efforts by the interrogator here, who was able to take
Come on,
out
here.
so much of the information from him voluntarily. But even if he had refused to talk, well, the search warrant had already come through, so there was no point in hiding anything. However, considering that he was charged with 20 sex offenses, do you think that a 10 to 12-year sentence was enough?
No. 40, y'all. 40. This dude is literally crazy. This is one of the craziest predators I've ever seen. Literally, these other predators, I've never seen them do that many. Though I was like, yeah, you were talking to 2 or 3 other girls, and I'm like, what? This dude was talking to 40. This dude is crazy. And this dude literally willingly gave himself up to the cops. He literally sat down there for the whole investigation, and he decided, he's like, yo, I'm just answering all these questions. They didn't have a gun pointed to his head. They couldn't legally keep him there. He decided to answer all these questions himself because he's a dummy. A dummy. Literally, me and the other dude watching this video, the guy that's narrating, we're both coming up with the same things. We're like, we're thinking of the same thing. Like, bro, you're literally giving these timelines and you're literally giving them, you're walking into their traps right now so easily. Like, bro, how can you not see this? You're literally the cop. We're not the cops. How do you not know this? But, man, I'm sorry, I'm triggered by this guy. This guy makes me angry because he's a weirdo and he's dumb. But, hey, if you guys like that video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the great stuff. I post a lot, and I'm going to be posting a lot more. Yeah, if you like these type of videos, please tell me in the comments and tell me other videos. Maybe some crazy, shocking, crazy stuff that you would think my reaction would be amazing to. Maybe you want me to react to that, and I definitely will be reacting to some more Predator stuff, so stay around and keep in touch. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the great stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.